I gotta ask you the important, the real stuff first, man.
Let's get it.
What's your all-time favorite hoe?
Say that one more time. You said my all-time favorite hoe?
Yes.
Oh man,
Gotta get the important.
you gotta at least give him some options. Give him a few options to get him started. You feel me?
I've been getting my mic placement wrong every week, so I'm trying to figure out where I picked up. Let me listen back to the shows and see, be like, God damn, man, I sound not all the way in the mic, and then sometimes I be all up in this motherfucker like this. Like, all right, well, let's hope I get it right this week, and hopefully, I might have been putting my mic a little too high. I might have been. I don't know.
Big key is to not move your. I started not moving my head, so like even if you talking like I'll just have to do some shit like this, like I gotta like not like
Like I said, there's a way I could glue this shit somehow in the atmosphere, and it just automatically goes perfect to my voice. But I guess since it's my job to do this shit, I should know how to fucking do it right. However, that's the point. I want to get other people's voices better than my own. So, hey, it is what it is. However, we are back to the 2.5 LLCs podcast. I'm your host, Retro Dre, RETROD.R.E. And like, comment, subscribe, share if you're on YouTube, donate if you must. All the links will be in the description where you want to find us at. And I'm one of your hosts, Retro Dre, and we got to my left, your right, we got
A.L. Holmes, AK.
Yeah. And we got a guest, man.
Yes, sir.
I've been working with this guy for about, we locked in for almost a year, some change now.
Yeah.
And I recently have worked on this project from pretty much start to finish, correct?
Yep.
As far as mixing and mastering and recording, learning a lot of things on the way, but we got everything right, and we have.
And it's a beautiful project too. I cannot wait for y'all to hear it. This will probably be out before the project come, but in due time.
It sound good, man. It sound real good.
Appreciate it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got artist, entrepreneur, record label owner,
Yes.
or co-owner.
Yes. No, I'm CEO owner.
See, okay, owner. And
Yes, sir.
artist, currently working somewhere. Don't want to put a location. Currently don't want to put a location out there. I'm currently working somewhere.
Yeah.
As well as an artist as well. We got LNF Black in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all for having me. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate this opportunity to like come out here and broadcast everything I've been working on. And then also, you know what I'm saying, opportunity to fuck with y'all. So I appreciate it.
All right, and without ado, we're going to go back to throwbacks of the way we used to do the show. So, usually we used to play beats and other people rap, but we haven't been doing that much lately. So we have an artist in the building, so we're going to see if they don't have to spit bars, but if they want to spit bars, they are more than welcome to. We can just vibe out for these few 4 or 5 minutes for the instrumental I'm about to play. So,
Right, this is the new one you've been working on?
this is one of the joints you might have heard earlier, so we want to just let it fly
Fair.
right now. Let it fly right now. Welcome back. Appreciate y'all in the morning, noon, and night, whatever you're listening and hearing this. Appreciate y'all for being here. For real. Ooh. I should do a little dance. I should do a little dance right there.
He should have did it, bro.
4 hours ago.
Oh, shit.
2.5 LLCs podcast. You know what it is. You know what time in the building it is.
Hey, 2 LLCs podcast. This shit is televised broadcast. I'm the A+ in the class. That bitch got a fat ass out on pad.
Yeah.
Just a little bars, man. Just a little something, man.
No, we do not pass. You feel me?
Yeah, can't pass on a fat ass. That shit hard though.
Can't pass on that ass.
Hey, Drake,
I get this cash. Can't pass. Can't pass. Can't pass. That's why I get this cash. Hey. Yeah. 2.5 LLCs podcast. You know what it is. Hey.
Got a nice bounce to it.
Stay hydrated with your no-name brand waters. I don't know what this is. This could be spring water. This could be Daysani, Fiji. No, it couldn't be Fiji. It's a
Fiji
bottle.
fire. Fiji water.
You feel me? I'm drinking that alkaline water now.
Oh yeah. Definitely gotta drink that. You got them electrolytes in there.
Yeah, you got to. Okay, this is a different one.
Nah, it's on the way out now. Put a little switch up in there, but you know, it's fading out now.
All right.
Yeah, man. How y'all doing? Y'all doing good? Y'all all right, man? Y'all having a great morning, evening. What y'all been up to these past few weeks, man? What's been going on?
I've been working, man. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get everything in order as far as like my music and stuff, and just maintaining, you know what I'm saying, with work and then what I got going on, then personal life, just trying to stay healthy mentally and physically.
Feel that.
Okay, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. So, I gotta ask you the important, the real stuff first, man.
Let's get it.
What's your all-time favorite hoe?
Say that one more time. You said my all-time favorite hoe?
Yes.
Oh man.
Gotta get the important.
You gotta at least give him some options. Give him a few options to get him started. You feel me?
All right, I'll give you a few options. You can choose whoever else you want. So, Kim Kardashian could be on the list. You could say Brittany Renner could be on the list.
Can't forget Amber Rose.
Hey, Amber Rose. Who we got?
Shit.
I'm gonna say Kim K. I ain't even gonna count to you. I'm gonna say Kim K. I've always had like a crush on her.
Why?
Kim K got that.
I mean, I think she's pretty, and then like she's always like televised her lifestyle in like reality TV, so I kind of got to see glimpses of her like personality, and you know the other reason.
Okay, yeah.
It's in the lyrics. You got that fat ass you can't pass.
Hey,
That was not a coincidence.
We can go back and listen to Ray J what he said too. Shit.
Oh shit.
Hey, man. Like I said, as we all know, that was all over the internet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That stalemate body, you know. I mean, it was what it was, but you know. Hey, man. So what made you want to become an artist, man?
Believe it or not, bro, it was literally like a little switch. It just like a switch that cut on one morning. I had a reason behind it, but actually like pursuing it and like being dedicated to it, it kind of took time to grow into. What originally made me want to like start rapping and being an artist was because I seen a difference in like the life that I had and the life that I could potentially have type shit. You feel me? I've always been the kind of guy that's like had a good head on his shoulders and like kind of like always thinking ahead. So I think I was like maybe 19, maybe 20, maybe 19 when I first like touched the microphone and like started rapping. Definitely needed some work at the time, but the potential was definitely there. Like if y'all go back, listen to like some of my old shit, and like listen to the shit I got now, you'll be like, bruh, like, yeah, like it won't the sound, it won't correlating with the ears type shit, but you know what I'm saying. So yeah, man, what made me want to start rapping was just pretty much I just wanted to different, you know what I'm saying. I just wanted different from myself and for my life.
That's what's up.
Okay. Yeah, man. Because we all got different reasons for how we get into this. Obviously, you know, either a friend will bring you along or you just wanted something like, hey, man, I'm trying to put my thoughts on a microphone and on some instruments, see how it's going to go.
Yeah, and like, I've actually fell in love with the artistry of music. Like, with me, it's more so, like, I love music, like, sounds, instruments, recording, like even producing the shit behind the scenes, like all of that shit excites me, and I think that I've developed that over the time as I like continue to like work on my craft and like actually try to understand the business side of it too.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up.
So did you start off freestyling or did you write it down?
Well, here's the thing. Before I even started rapping, I've always been like kind of like musically inclined. Like when I was in elementary school, I used to like play like with like instruments like the flute or drum kicks, or I was in the chorus class at middle school. But I say like in high school, me and my friends, we all used to like freestyle like for fun, like play beats and shit. Like it was just like, you know what I'm saying, amateur shit, like just kicking it, whatever. But you know what I'm saying, I think that kind of like made the decision easier for me too. Like, you know, like as a kid, you don't really understand the fact that just understand the things that you do and how that kind of affects you in adulthood and like reality and shit. Like, yeah, I think that kind of like made the decision easier for me and like transitioning into that process.
That's what's up. That kind of like that freestyling, bro. That kind of builds your lyrical brain, like in the background.
Definitely, and especially if you're consistent at it, like if you practice at it all the time, daily, and also writing too, like writing and like reading, that shit helps out with your literature and the way you articulate yourself, how to pronounce certain words, like and different meanings behind certain words. It all comes like one to one, hand in hand.
Yeah, I always try to, as far as recently, because I never even open up a book growing up, so I do my best to try to read something every day just to build my vocabulary and be better writing, because it's not that I couldn't read, I just didn't want to do that.
Right.
Bullshit.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, all them bullshit ass books they used to have was reading in elementary, middle, and high school. Man.
I ain't never read no high school books though. It was just something about them, like the Goosebumps. I ain't gonna count. Goosebumps was my thing. I used to fuck with Goosebumps. The J.K. Rowling books though, like, am I saying that right?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, J.K. Rowling.
Y'all know the ones I'm talking about, like the drama filled books. It was like a whole lot of it's like a collective series of them books.
Goosebumps?
Nah, not Goosebumps. It was like some other shit. It was a minute ago.
I used to always grab Harry Potter knowing good well I won't go read none of them shit.
You feel me?
I grabbed the shortest
one. You
one.
can't just. You got to start from the first one. You can't just pick up one.
I did, and I still ain't read that shit. Yeah. It was only 230 something pages. I remember. I think it's 237 to be exact. The first one.
Damn.
And all the rest of them are from like 600 to 700. I used to know a kid that used to read them joints in like a week. Like,
Bruh.
bro, what?
Yeah, I looked it up on Medium. It said, "Oh, it's like a 2 or 3 day read." I said, "For who? Rain Man? Jesus? You don't better read this book in 3 days."
However, though, to be a good reader and really gain knowledge, it's not all about what you're reading. It's how you're reading it, and do you know how to comprehend well.
Yeah, for sure. Nowadays, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I've been reading a lot more lately, and like I've gotten to the point now where it's like when I read a book, I'm not necessarily reading to like read it. I'm just reading to like dissect it and like certain like key things that like stick with me. That's what I like make sure that I learn as I read. I don't try to like read and understand every single thing that I read, because the brain is a muscle. You gotta like exercise and then you gotta let it rest. You can't just keep stressing it out.
That's fucking true, bro. That's fucking true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that could would make your records more impactful, because you get the less you put from your books and turn them into a metaphor.
Right.
And that what makes listening to your tracks a little more interesting, a little more important when you figure out how to weave that into your messages and into your lyrics. So
Right.
when people might be turned up in the club, they might learn, oh shit, I can do my taxes while this bitch working on my ass.
Yeah, that's dope.
You gonna learn today. Learn
Can I
today.
can I pull my phone out and record this on my phone?
Yeah, for sure.
I know we like record on the podcast and shit. I want to get something for my Instagram content too though.
Yeah, man, do what you gotta do, man. It's all about promotion, man. Marketing. If you don't know how to promote or market yourself, man, you gonna be a lonely ass individual, because this thing about trying to run a business and you don't know how to market your business.
Right.
And everybody's a brand nowadays, so if you don't know how to market your brand, you're not gonna get anybody to buy in.
Right.
It's like, hey, yo, go get this new water. What do we get it? I don't know, nigga. Look it up. I'm like, what?
Right.
Like the tea. Yeah, you gotta do some
You know
work
what
for
I
it.
feel like? I feel like most entrepreneurs have this problem, like starting out, like in the entrepreneur business, because it's like a lot of people is doing the same thing, but it's like how are you marketing it that makes a difference. For example, bread. You know how many different brands of bread it is, but what makes that specific bread the one that you like to get so different? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
that's
like,
the essence of it, I think.
Yeah. I think that's what people struggle with, like starting out. It's like trying to make their identity different from everybody else's.
Well, one thing I've learned recently is it's not being necessarily different. It's being you, being the brand, but at the same time,
Right.
take what everybody else done and do it too. You're not. The goal is not to. You can be original, sure, but trying to be the first to do something, that rarely goes well, as history shows, because they never
Yeah.
get the credit for being first.
Right.
There are
Right.
proven things that have worked marketing wise and business wise. Do it, and then turn it into what you're doing, and just combine it together, and then boom, you got it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
really that simple.
Yeah. It's just about being original. Studying the game, but being original. Doing it your way.
Yeah, man, just remixing it.
Yeah. That's what a lot of rappers do these days. Like, we see a lot of rappers do that shit too. Like, industry rappers.
Yeah. Because hip hop was founded off stealing. Whether people like it or not, hip hop was founded off stealing.
Why you say that?
The first, from what I gathered from the documentary I seen on Netflix, the first actual industry record that came out, they asked the real rappers to rap on it, but they didn't want to rap on the record. So they got some people that were not good rappers, but they had the look. And they asked the real rappers, hey, can I use some of these bars? They was like, all right, go ahead. And then they made the record, and they made money off of it.
Right.
And then they got mad and said, yo, this ain't even real hip hop.
Let me ask you a question.
Yo.
So, do you think that looks matter in the industry, like entertainment industry, as far as like the rap industry?
100%.
You gotta have that image.
100%. 130%.
I do too.
30%.
I feel like everything has to go like hand in hand. Like, I feel like rapping is like it's like a sport that everyone's trying to play, but like you kind of have to have it. Like you gotta have that persona about you.
Exactly. That's almost worth more than the music itself. Like,
Cause at the end of the day, that's what the fans, the people that's gonna take you to the top, like support. They support you. Like the music, of course, they like the music, but like I feel like fans, they like, in order for them to like the music, they have to like the person, right?
yeah.
Right. So
Funny.
yeah.
So you seem really in tune with like the business side of hip hop, or just the business side in general. Did you have anyone that inspired you to think like that? Like maybe Master P. I don't know if you're from the South.
I fuck with Master P, and I fuck with like you know what I'm saying. I fuck with what he did for his city and stuff. To answer your question, honestly, it was just something that I felt like I needed to learn. Like if I was gonna enter that business, I felt like I needed to learn and know what I was doing. I am inspired by like other artists that's like CEOs of their brands and like in their own little way, like are bosses in their own way. I am inspired by that. But me personally, like wanting to understand the business side of things and do my research on that, that was like a personal thing that I felt like I needed to do if I was gonna be in the field. I feel like whatever you're trying to do in life, you need to know what you're doing and what you're getting yourself into. That's how these artists be getting in these fucked up contracts and like getting these 360 deals and shit like that. They don't know what the fuck they're getting into.
Yeah, for sure.
And it takes a lot of money to be an artist, for real.
Definitely.
That's one thing I don't think most artists realize, how much money it takes to actually make and produce legit records. I literally been watching, and I watched this interview the other day where this lady, Wendy Day, she says it takes $150,000 to break an artist. That's just a break in artist mainstream. $150,000.
I believe it because it takes a lot. It really takes a lot of like, you got to think about, first of all, beats and production. Then you got to think about recording, mix and master. Then you got to think about getting your songs published, getting them through performance rights organization so you can collect royalties, advance fees. And then you got to think about your marketing promo, your marketing plan. And then you got to get all that back. You got to recoup all that back so you can pay the label so they can get their bread. It's a lot.
Yeah, that's a whole business in itself.
Yeah, it's a lot, man. It's a lot.
And music video charges.
Yeah. Like they give you a certain amount of bread just to spend on a production for a video.
Actually owning the production, not having a lease off of YouTube, actually exclusively owning the beats.
Right. That's major.
Because I've had sessions, literally, I had two back-to-back sessions in the same week of an artist, two different artists using the same beat to make a song off of.
Oh, that's crazy. May the best man win. Godspeed. Godspeed.
That's how it be, though. But at the end of the day, whoever gonna have a doper record gonna have a doper record.
You feel me? Somebody wasted that time. But another thing I wanted to ask him is, like, when you were preparing to make like an album, do you have any things that you kind of do? You feel me, like to get yourself in the mood to write or to?
I'm inspired by like real life situations. So like whatever I'm going through at the time, I would like my phase of creating is like very like, it's like very natural and real. Like so like I can't just pick up a pen and start writing. I can, but it's probably not gonna be the best of like authenticity that I could provide to you as an audience that's listening, because I'm inspired by real life situations and things that I've gone through, of things that I've seen, of heard type shit. When I'm creating my last project, when I created it, it was more so I was in a place mentally where, you know what I'm saying, I felt like I needed a fresh start, and that's what inspired me to put the project together.
That's awesome. Shit, it's working. His approach is working too.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So speaking of superstars don't come regular, what is your favorite song off that project and why?
My favorite song off that project would probably be the outro, and it's called Black. That's my best. That's my favorite song because I felt like that's probably the realest song up there. From the beat to what I was saying, and then the vibe that it gave off. It made me feel proud. So that's probably the best, in my opinion.
Okay. Now,
Yep.
speaking of real life situations, what is the most interesting real life situation that made you want to make a record off of it?
Um. Probably when my ex broke up with me. I know this is probably like shit, ain't be talking about this, but yeah, it was probably when she broke up with me. It was like a minute ago, and I was dealing with so much emotions. Like I told you, like when I make music, it's based off of like real life situations and how I'm feeling at the time. So I was dealing with like so many emotions, like from heartbreak and shit like that. So I you know what I'm saying, I was like just scrambling through like beats, trying to find the perfect beat that could like the way I can express myself, and so I just started writing, and that's when I came up with the song "Act Up" off of Superstars Don't Come Regular.
Okay. All right. Shout out to all the exes and all the women that make.
Yeah, shout out to y'all. Y'all gonna make me a star one day.
Yeah.
You feel me?
You know how much great music has been made off of an ex?
Man.
Hey, that's so. Some of the best music be based off of like relationships and like exes and badass situations.
Yeah.
For real.
That's why that's why artists is so interesting, bro. You kind of want to.
Right.
They have to live in that space of like having to channel their emotions all the time, so they always have to, be in an emotional state. You feel me?
Right. That's why I try to like just to connect the people on some real shit, cause like I understand the concepts of like human nature and how the brain operates prematurely, and like I'll try to be as relative as possible with my music. So when people listen to it, you know what I'm saying, somewhere along the lines they connect to it.
Okay.
You got a pretty veteran approach to music already.
Appreciate it.
Hey man, so when you have about 5 years in the game, man.
Yeah.
It be
But he talking
that.
like he's been rapping for 20 years.
Appreciate it, man. I just take pride in it, man. Like this ain't nothing that, you know what I'm saying, just came and went. It ain't nothing that's like, it's just a hobby to me. Like this is something that I plan to do in my life to take care of my family and take care of my kids. Like I'm trying to break, you know what I'm saying, the tradition and create generational wealth for my peoples. So I have to take this serious to some kind of extent.
Yeah, and that's the most important thing, man. You gotta know what you do and love what you do every time that you're doing it. Because if you don't, that means you're doing the wrong thing or you need to find something else.
Nah, definitely. And one of the easiest ways to like figure out something is for you or not, I like to call it your happy place. If you're doing something and it's like you get that feeling where it's just like it excites you, like something is burning inside of you, like a good feeling, and like you can't even explain it, that's your happy place. It's like this where you love to be at. Like for me, when I'm my happy place is when I'm in that studio, right motherfucking there, recording, and I be like, Dre, run it back one more time. Like I'm literally in my happy place. Like that's my comfort zone. I'm so excited to be there. So, yeah.
All right, so
Studio high.
Yeah, definitely.
the new album. We got a name for it yet?
Yeah, it's called Redemption. My new project is called Redemption. It's 13 songs are there. I've recorded every single one of them songs here at AMI Studios with my man Dre. We spent hours in the lab. I'm talking about hours going over one, maybe two songs. Me going back to the crib to sit down, listen to the songs, coming back to redo the songs. Like, we definitely did it. And I can't wait for them to hear this shit. Cannot wait. I put the track list together already and everything, man. So, shit finna be dope.
So do we have a release date for this project yet?
We do. I'm releasing it December 18th. There, y'all just got it. It's live.
Okay,
all right.
It's live December 18th. The shit going down, man. Shit going down.
And where can they get that at?
You can get it anywhere where music is allowed to be played. So Apple Music, Spotify, if you got it, YouTube, Google Play, Amazon Music, fucking iHeartRadio, shit, SoundCloud, whatever music is played at, you can get that shit. So, yeah.
For sure.
Redemption coming out December 18th, man. And y'all go check out that Top Shelf. I just dropped that last Friday. Top Shelf is on Apple Music, Spotify, wherever you listen to music.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up. What is a fun fact about you that people may not know?
A fun fact about me that people may not know. I love Harry Potter.
Oh shit. That stunned everybody.
No, for real though. I love Harry Potter. Like, whatever. It don't matter what's on TV. Like, if Harry Potter's on, I'll watch it. And I can sit and watch marathons. No cap.
That's wild.
So who's your favorite character, bro?
Definitely Harry Potter. I feel like I'll definitely be like a Harry Potter type of nigga. Like in Gryffindor, defeating people, going through obstacles and challenges in life. I feel like I'll definitely be a Harry Potter type of nigga.
All right, that's dope. That's dope.
Okay. Wow.
What's the redhead's name? I forget his name.
Ronald Weasley.
Weasley. Don't be like his bitch.
Yeah, no, nobody like the Weasleys.
Do not be like his bitch.
That's funny.
No, man. I was just talking shit about Harry Potter like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, man, Harry Potter's dope, man. You gotta give it a chance.
Man, now I kind of feel bad and shit, man.
It is superbly written, if I can say so. From only seeing not one episode, but one movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very interesting. J.K. Rowling, or however you ever say it, she's probably one of the best novelists.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Ever.
Allegedly.
Shit.
But yeah, going back to the album, man, one of my favorite tracks I was just bumping earlier is Million.
Word?
Yeah.
Word. Oh, shit. I ain't know that.
I don't know why, man, with Million. I don't know. That shit, I was listening to that shit earlier, man.
Yeah.
That shit was just, I was bumping. I was like,
Nah, it's catchy. I fuck with Millions.
I was cranked that joint all the way up, and I just was entrapped in the record because I got them headphones so you can just be the noise canceling and all that. So you pretty much don't hear nothing else around you. When I was cranking it up, just listening to Million, I was like,
We did that.
Oh, that's off.
off his album, yeah. Like I said, we'll listen to it after this, but man, when people hear that shit drop, especially in the clubs, bro.
Yeah, facts. Facts. That shit is fire. I fuck with Million too. It's definitely like top 3 faves on the project.
All right, shit. I fuck with the name.
So what made you want to make that record?
Million?
Yeah.
Just being optimistic and, you know what I'm saying, just me thinking like, if I had $1 million, shit, what would I do if I had $1 million? Like, the beat, like, you know what I'm saying, the beat inspired me to take that route and write about that. So, like I said, like, it all just went hand in hand. I was thinking about it. I found a beat to put it down on, and then it just flowed. It was fun.
If I had $1 million, I'd probably be chilling.
I still be black. Probably you win.
Isn't it?
Yeah, shit hard.
False position. It's my true religion. Then listen, man. Listen, listen, I'm looking at you in the camera. Whoever watching this, listen. When that drops, just know it's fire. That's all
Y'all
I
are
gotta
not
say.
coming like that.
That's all I gotta say.
I
Have
can't
you-
wait for y'all to hear that too, man.
Okay.
Can't wait.
Have you performed yet?
Mm-hmm.
How was it? This your first time performing, or
Excuse me. I performed a few times actually. I haven't performed as consistently as I wanted to. But moving forward, I plan on changing that. But I've performed a few times. I like performing. That's like one of my happy places. I feel like performing is like a high that you can't get from like any drug.
what would be advice to artists who are getting into performing? What would be, and say if artist say, "Hey, it's my first time performing." What would be something I need to be worried about or looking for while I'm on stage?
Don't forget your lyrics. That's like most important, I would say, cause that nervous energy, like you can't do nothing about that. That's gonna happen. Like I feel like everyone gets some kind of like nervous energy before they perform or like get in front of a crowd and just do anything as far as like public speaking wise. But definitely don't forget your lyrics, cause it's one thing to be nervous, but if you're up there and like the song's playing and you're not saying nothing, that's like a red flag. Like you're liable to tear your damn ACL doing that. Goddamn. So I would say don't absolutely do not forget your lyrics. Like, that nervous energy that's gonna come out of you when you start performing. That's why I say it's like a high that you can't get from no drug, because the nervous energy that I had prior to like performing, it's like I'll be nervous, not nervous because I'm scared, but nervous because it's just energy that is about to be released when I'm about to go on stage and perform. And then when I perform, it's like it all comes out and I take over the stage and the crowd, and you know what I'm saying? You gotta present yourself as confident up there. You don't want to be timid and like looking like you're scared or nervous. So
Right. No one wants to listen to Courage the Cowardly Rapper.
right. And don't forget your lyrics. That's like most important. Do not forget your lyrics, because that's like the worst thing you could do is like be on stage performing your song and don't know what's about to come next.
Damn. Like, B, that's you.
Right.
You wrote those.
Right.
And also from an engineer's perspective, if you can, artists have a performance track as well. Basically a track that doesn't have your main vocals when it comes to the verse and just have the hook and the ad-libs playing.
Right. Right.
Oh, okay.
Because look, the reason why I say that is because if you're rapping over your own vocals and they're mad loud, they're not going to be able to hear what the fuck you're saying.
Right.
They're just going to be hearing the track and barely you.
And then it don't sound the best either. Like rapping, I've done both before. Like rap with raw vocals and then rap with the track playing too, like performing wise. And like performing without the actual like vocals playing and just like the ad-libs and the hook, it's like you can actually hear yourself, like what you're saying on top of the beat. But like when you're trying to perform with the track playing too, it's kind of like, which one do you listen to, the track or you rapping? And it's kind of like they're both playing, and it's kind of like just a lot going on. Yeah,
I feel him on that.
Which-
I've never performed, but
Well,
I feel him.
yeah, you ain't got that much music out yet, man. Like I said, we gonna
No,
get
it's
there.
not about me. It's not about me.
That's
It's for the youth.
What's your all-time favorite movie?
who mine?
Yeah.
Love Jones.
That makes sense.
I have never seen that movie.
Y'all ain't
but
never seen
Nah.
Love Jones?
the
That
polarizing
makes sense.
reaction said it all.
Love Jones is fire.
That makes sense.
Love Jones is fire. You said it made sense, right?
If it's the brand, it
Yeah,
makes sense.
yeah, I tell you, yeah.
It makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
So you be sitting there with the art of seduction sitting right beside you.
You know, I actually read that book.
That's why I said I said read that shit for your
I've
story.
actually read that book. Like I finished that shit. Yeah. Yep.
Nigga be like, I'm about to get all the hoes tonight, nigga.
Nah,
Yeah.
it's not even for me. It wasn't even about like the hoes. It was more so just about like having like control over my emotions and being able to like understand people better. I like psychology. I study it. When I say study it, I don't mean like go to school and like do homework for it. I just do my research and read a lot of books about it.
So basically, you're the one that don't want to be manipulated. You want to be the manipulator.
Hey man, look. All I'm gonna say is somebody has to give and somebody has to take. So, that's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to be used. I'd rather be the user. You know, I just, you know what I'm saying? I don't.
Right. I mean, he's right. It's either one or the other, bro.
Yeah, like-
Which one do you choose?
Especially like in the industry, like the one I'm trying to break into is like people would definitely take advantage of you if you let them. So it's good to have them kind of resources to like fall back on.
He had the rare headstrong rapper.
Yeah, it's like it's actually something on my mind type shit. Man, got a good head on his shoulders.
So, that's what's up, man. So right now I'm reading the 48 Laws of Power, and I just finished reading Mastery, so I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about,
That's what's
so,
up. I just got Robert Greene, the new book, The Daily Laws, like maybe like a week ago. That shit's pretty good too. I would advise any of like my book readers out there to like, if you need a good book to read, that's a good book. It's called The Daily Laws by Robert Greene.
Okay. Hear that? Learn something new. People who don't read, I suggest make an attempt.
Yeah. And like one thing that you could do, even if you're not a reader, like it's called habit stacking. You know, it's where you like when you do something, a little bit of something daily, and it becomes a habit to you where it just happens naturally due to repetition. You know, like for example, if you want to start working out, but you're lazy, you don't have the grit to like do it. Do a push up a day, or do 2 push ups a day, or every single day add a push up to whatever you've been doing, and eventually it'll become second nature to you, to the point where it's like it just happening naturally and you don't even think about it.
Yeah, that definitely works because I do that when I'm kind of playing piano keys. I got my piano right next to my bed, and every day I wake up, my goal is to in the morning just read a book and play piano.
Right.
And I try to do that
I
daily.
would love to learn how to play a piano.
Nigga turn himself into Beethoven. Say a book a day and turn nigga to Beethoven.
Hey man,
That's funny.
like you said, gotta start somewhere, man. And that's how I got better working out too.
All right.
And just 2 days a week, just doing something. Man. Now I'm back in shape a little bit, man. You know what I'm saying? Get my abs right. You know what I'm saying? Summer 2022, man. Drake coming soon. 8-pack.
The Drake pack.
Exactly, man.
I'm not even left-handed. I don't even know why I did that. I just think I was trying not to knock something over.
So somebody asked you for some advice in life. The most important thing, what would you give them?
If somebody asked me for some advice in life,
Yeah.
be yourself at all times, man, and don't never let nobody tell you that you can't do something. Like, just be yourself at all times, because people respect realness. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even if y'all come from 2 different, like, backgrounds and grew up in 2 different ways, people respect when you're, like, yourself and be you. I've never been a type, like, even before I even thought about rapping, like, just me, like growing up, I never been the type to like follow trends or like just try to fit in. Like I've always been the type of dude to do my own thing, and like I just as I got older, that's just who I was, who I always been. So yeah, my advice to anyone out there is just be yourself at all times and be confident and know who you are thoroughly.
Have you ever had like a group or an entourage with you, or have you been like mostly solo with your artist career?
I've got friends that I've grown up with that like made attempts at rapping, but no one's like really like trying to like make like a career out of it. I believe besides me, like you know what I'm saying. But they're definitely like talented and potential. Got potential. I see potential there. Maybe I might sign them to my label on some partnership type thing. Like further down the road when I get established first. But you know, sky's the limit, man.
Yep.
And in the closing, do you have any last words or advice for anybody listening?
Yeah, man. So if you don't know me, I go by the name LNF Black, but personally my government name is Keywan. From Durham, North Carolina, you know what I'm saying? I've been rapping for 5 years and continuing to perfect my craft and get better. You know what I'm saying? I got a project out right now called Superstars Don't Come Regular on Apple Music. I'm about to drop another project called Redemption, December 18th. I can't wait for y'all to hear that. I recorded, mixed, mastered all of those with my man's Dre over here at AMI Studios. Yeah, so that's pretty dope. And you know what I'm saying? When you listen to my music, the message that I want you to get from it is like, you know what I'm saying, just no matter what kind of obstacles you have in life, no matter what you're going through in life, keep pushing forward. If you got a dream, if you got a goal, anything that you're trying to chase, if you believe in anything, don't never let nobody tell you that you can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm a firm believer of everything happening for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't know what that reason may be. 5 years ago, I made a reason to start rapping. And as I continue to do it and believe in myself and being dedicated, by the grace of God, I'm still doing it and I love it. And I don't plan on stopping. So, you know what I'm saying? Follow me on Instagram at LNF Black. That's my primary account. That's where I post all my shit. So, I appreciate y'all for having me.
Appreciate you for pulling up, man. Want to come to the show?
Hell yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to goddamn do it all.
That's what's up.
I'm trying to do it all. It ain't nothing I can't do if I put my mind to it.
We got to bring that back somehow. I know the thing all the way over here, but
I mean, if that wants to be your job in the future, you can go right ahead. It's right by you.
Nigga getting a promotion up in this bitch.
You gotta pull the volume up first.
Oh yeah.
It's right beside it. See the little volume? You just pull the volume up and click a button.
I'm going with this blue one right now. Oh shit! Fire! Cut! Dre, who put this shit up there?
I think you were looking for the green one. Click the green.
I don't have it.
Can we play them a song? Like,
Yeah.
All right.
can we play them a song?
They got an album dropping.
Out the project.
You want to try a million real quick?
All right, but
Since I ain't heard it?
let's
Yeah,
do
we
these-
could drop, man. Drop.
let's do these outros, and I'll just do that as like a separate aside. So, all right, where can they find you, Ezra?
They can find me at ALHolmes 8K _ 8K on Instagram. Currently, that's the primary place I'll be, and I'll also be on the podcast. So wherever you find his shit, you find my shit probably.
Yeah, I
All
like
right.
that. I didn't get your Instagram too, man. After we go,
That's it for sure. And as you already know, if you don't know, your mama, your grandma, your auntie might. I am Retro Dre, RETROD.R.E on Instagram, Retro Dre _ on Twitter, at retrosoundwave on Twitter as well. And on all streaming platforms, you can find me, Retro Dre, as well. Capital R, lowercase e, capital T, ROD.R.E, and the E is capitalized. My project is out everywhere as well. Go ahead and find it. You'll find me. You'll find that as well. And if you want to follow the podcast on Google Podcasts, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get podcasts at 2.5 LLCs Podcast, 212 LLCs Pod on Instagram, and on YouTube, 2.5 LLCs Podcast as well. Appreciate y'all for coming through the morning, noon, and night whenever you're listening and hearing this. My name is Retro Dre. This is Zoe, our guest, LNF Black over here, artist,
Yes, sir.
label owner, job worker at somewhere, favorite hoe, Kim Kardashian,
Indeed.
and has a project coming out called Redemption, December 18th.
Yes, sir.
And my hands were all on it
Indeed.
as far as mixing and mastering wise.
He did one hell of a job too. That's honestly, Jay. That's why I fuck with you, bro. Cause like we got something special in this motherfucker. I don't know what it is, bro. But when I'm in there and you in there, bro, we be doing some crazy shit.
Hey, man. It's, like I said, it's part of being part of the team and knowing what you're doing and
Right.
willing to learn and get better each and every day.
Right.
But yeah, appreciate y'all coming through, man. Until next time, this is 2.5 LC's podcast, and we out of here.
Peace.